Dig, 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 dig for yams. Fall, 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 fall for Wako. Mine, 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 lots of gold sand. Dig yam, dig in Togoro. A long time ago, when Nara was the capital of Japan, in the kingdom of Kaga, there was a village called Yamashina where there lived a man named Togoro. Although Togoro was poor, he was hardworking and kind-hearted. Every day before sunrise, he would go up into the mountain to dig for yams. The villagers called him Imohori Togoro, which means yam digging Togoro. Dig, 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 dig for yams. Whenever he collected a lot of yams, he would generously give them out to the villagers. I dug a big yam today. Here, take it. Thank you as always, Togoro. Hey, yam digging Togoro. Let's play, let's play. Let's play tag. Togoro, you're it again today. When his work was finished, Togoro would always play with the children from the village. On one autumn day, today, I've got lots of yams. I'll give them out to the villagers in exchange for some rice. It's been a while since I ate rice porridge. As he was coming down the mountain path, he saw a long line at the foot of the mountain. People and horses carrying many loads were making a splendid procession. Wow, what a procession! Why are they coming to this village? Togoro worked his way down the mountain. It's a bridal parade! Bridal parade is passing by! A big crowd of villagers are gathering to see the parade. As they watch the line of porters and horses pass by, a beautiful young woman riding a horse came into view. What a beautiful lady! But whose house is she going to? Where could such a lovely bride be going? After watching the bride parade from the mountain, Togoro returned to his house and rolled his yam out on the floor. And then, he rolled himself as also on the floor to rest. I'm a bit tired today. Togoro, are you home? Where are you? When Togoro opened the door, a young villager burst into his house. Togoro, there's no time to be napping. Do you know where the bridal parade headed? Come outside and look. Outside, there was the crowd from that bridal parade, and it was bustling like a marketplace. Togoro's mouth dropped wide open as he looked around the crowd. Then, a well-dressed, gray-haired old man stepped forward. Oh, you must be Togoro. I am Ikutama no Hoshin from the town of Hatsuse in the kingdom of Yamato. This lady standing behind me is my only daughter Wako. We have come all the way to ask you, Togoro, to marry Wako. That lovely lady was standing next to the old man. I am terribly sorry to surprise you like this. Let me explain the story from the beginning. It happened like this. Ikutama no Hoshin is a very wealthy merchant in the town of Hatsuse in the kingdom of Yamato. He and his wife lived without any inconvenience, but their only problem was that they were not blessed with any children. So, they made a wish to Bodhisattva Hasekanzen and prayed hard. Thanks to their prayers, the couple was blessed with a charming girl who grew up to be a healthy and beautiful daughter. When Wako was 18, young men in the neighborhood competed with each other for the chance to marry her, but none of them were worthy in the eyes of her father. Once again, Hoshin prayed to Bodhisattva Hasekanzen to help him arrange a good match for his daughter to be truly happy. Then, one night, the dazzling golden 10-meter tall, 11-headed Bodhisattva Kanzen appeared in Hoshin's dream. Your daughter Wako should marry Togoro, who lives in the village of Yamashina, in the kingdom of Kaga. It was a surprise to hear that the place was Hokuriku region, far from the capital, but it was for the sake of Wako's true happiness. So, Hoshin arranged a bridal parade and came all the way from Yamato to visit the country of Kaga. That is my story. This is the will of Kannon. Togoro, will you please accept the marriage with my daughter? Hoshin deeply bowed. Well, that may be so, but I'm only a poor man. I'm not worthy of a princess from the capital. That is not true. Kannon knows everything. Please, Togoro, take my daughter as your wife. Mr. Togoro, please, kindly accept. Wako also bowed her head deeply. Togoro repeatedly refused, but finally nodded his head in response to the strong pleading of Hoshin and Wako. I understand. It is true that Kannon has guided us. But we can't fit such a big load. Let's share it with everyone in the village. He gave all the beautiful kimonos and the magnificent chest of drawers to the neighbors. Even after Wako came to marry him, Togoro's daily life never changed. Every day, in the dark, he climbed the mountain, get covered in mud, and dig for yams. When he had a lot of harvest, he generously shared it with his neighbors. After work, he enjoyed playing with the children of the village. The only difference was that when Togoro got home, his beautiful wife Wako was waiting for him. Togoro, thank you for another good day. The villager gave us some rice, so today's porridge. Enjoy your meal. Wow, it looks delicious. Let's see. Oh, it's hot. Don't be in such a rush. You will burn yourself, sir. Hey, Wako. I am so happy when I see your smile. I'm happy too, Togoro. Wako never complained about the poor and simple life. She cleaned the house, cooked for each meal, did the laundry, and lived happily with Togoro. In winter, when the first flakes of snow were falling, a messenger arrived from Wako's faraway hometown. He carried a heavy box on his back. When Wako opened it, she found small bags full of sand grains of gold. Wow! My father must have sent this for us to buy delicious food. Oh, said Togoro, not at all interested in the gold. Togoro? Could you please go to the market tomorrow and buy rice and fresh vegetables with this gold? Let me cook a special meal for you once in a while. The next morning, on his way to the market, Togoro spotted a group of fat and round ducks basking in the sun on the other side of the rice field. Whoa! Look at those tasty looking ducks. Ducks are good both boiled and roasted. I want to get some for Wako to eat. Togoro looked for pebbles to throw at the duck. He suddenly remembered a bag of gold sand he was bringing. It was small, but solid and heavy, and easy to throw. Go for it! He took aim at the duck and threw the bag of gold sand. Go for it! With a panicked fluttering of feathers, the ducks took to the sky. Togoro quickly threw his remaining bags of gold sand, but none of them hit the duck. Since there was no more gold, Togoro went to the mountain to get yams as usual. Wako, who was looking forward to having rice and vegetables, was surprised to see Togoro coming home covered in mud, but said nothing that day. The next day, and the next day again, Togoro left the house with the bag of gold sand. Wako, I'll get you the most delicious food this time, so please wait a little more, he said with a grinning face. However, on the morning of the 5th day, Wako was curious enough to secretly follow him. That day as also, Togoro was throwing the bags of gold sand, aiming for the ducks, but none of them hit the duck. Wako, who had been watching him, was shocked, and she ran in front of Togoro. Togoro, is this what you've been doing every day with the bags of gold sand my father sent us? How could you throw this precious gold to the duck like that? Wako was upset and couldn't hold back her tears. Wako never complained about the poor life, but this behavior of Togoro was just impossible to understand, and she felt just sad. What? That gold sand was so important? I didn't know. I am very sorry. But it isn't such a rare thing, you know. I know. I'll show you, Wako. Let's go and dig for yams together. Togoro and Wako climbed the mountain together. Here it is. This is where I always dig for yams. Look, these are the leaves of the yams, and deep in the soil is the root. 1, 2, 3. Wako helped Togoro dig for yams for the first time. From the black soil, yams are coming out. It was getting kind of interesting. Wako soon got focused into yam digging and completely forgot about the gold sand. Togoro's basket was quickly filled with yams. Let's go home. Thanks for Wako. We've got twice as many yams as usual. Togoro and Wako went down the mountain and stopped by a small stream. This is where I always wash the yams. From the cracks between the rocks, crystal clear spring water was bubbling up. Togoro threw the muddy yams into the water and began washing. The white skin of the yams appeared, and the black soil drifted away. Mixed with the black soil, there was a shining golden light. Hey, Wako, look carefully. When you wash the yams, the golden stuff like this will fall out. Oh dear, Togoro, this is gold. Sand of gold are mixed in the soil. Really? This stuff? Togoro scooped a handful of gold from the bottom of the water and showed to Wako. For years, Togoro had been washing out the yam soil every day, and a thick layer of gold had accumulated at the bottom of the lake. Togoro and Wako scooped up a mountain of gold sand and brought it home. They used the money to help the villagers, and they also used it to build a statue of Buddha and temple in the village. To celebrate their good fortune, the villagers organized a festival where they sang and danced. Of course, Togoro and Wako, the benefactor of the village, joined and danced together. Even after making a fortune, Togoro and Wako remained friendly and lived a simple life. It is said that in their old age, they read many waka poems and lived a long and peaceful life. The temple that Togoro built was named Fushimi Temple and is now located in Teramachi District. The main hall of the temple houses a statue of Amida Nyorai associated with Togoro and statues of Togoro and Wako. The stream where Togoro washed his yams and obtained gold is now well called Kanazaisawa. It is said that the present name of the place Kanazawa came from here. Kinjo Reitaku in Kenrokuen is said to be the stream, and you can see the crystal clear water today, same as the story. Dig, 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 dig for yams. Fall, 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 fall for Wako. Mine, 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 lots of gold sand. Dig yam, dig in Togoro. The end.